Hi everyone, this is Just Trying to Play It, and we are back with Little Big Workshop. We now, because we got out of this and saved it, we have unlocked this guy here, well, this lady, who's now chucking all of our products to us. So, yeah, it was stuck at that point, and the only way I think for me to get out of it was for me to save the game, go completely out of it, let it kind of reset itself, and then come back to it. Now, as I said in the last video, this person is a little peeved off because it took us too long to come and get all of this stuff. But I can't help but to think that the reason why that happened was because they were stuck. So I'm not too upset about this because actually they're putting it in a good spot. It's not like the stuff is all over here and all over there. So I'm not too concerned with it right now, but it looks like there's a lot of stuff in here that they're chucking. You know, yeah, there's a lot going on here. I mean, they're chucking some stuff. You know, somebody's going to get hit. You know, I don't have workers' compensation for that. But, you know, now they're going to be leaving. So that's fine, you know. But yeah, we had a situation where they were stuck. So I'm glad that that fixed it. But at the same time now, I think that kind of puts us behind for some of this other stuff. But the good thing is that our scooters are now being completed. So we are going to have to possibly, I think I'm going to move this because I may need that spot. Because I'm looking at the size of the things that we're making. And that's the thing that I didn't take into consideration also, was the size of the items that we're making. And the reason why I say that is because the bigger the items are, obviously, the more space they take. The problem with that is because they take up so much space, we lose a lot of, we end up losing a lot of storage space because of it. So it just makes sense to make sure that we have more than enough space to cover it. So I'm going to increase this space here, which hopefully is going to help us with some of that. As we see, this is full, but unfortunately, this is covering this door. So what I'm going to do is, for right now, I am going to move this here. And then whenever we clear this area here, I'm going to move that over so that we're not blocking this door. And for this one, I can probably move this a little bit this way. I should move it here, but I want to give them enough space to walk. So there's that. Over here we have plenty of space. So if this stuff gets too congested, we can always put the finished products here, which it looks like that's what we're starting to do. So that's fine. I'm not going to designate anything finished products, nothing like that. Mainly because I don't want to do that yet. I don't think it's necessary just yet. So let's see if anything needs to be fixed. Anything I need to tell these guys to fix. So far, nothing needs to be fixed. So let's move time on a bit. We're on day 161. We are looking at a net worth of 382,235, which is number 6 now. So I think we've moved up 1 so far. As I said, I'm not concerned about this revenue. This is per day. We're going to easily hit that one of these days, so I'm not too concerned with it. So let's move time on a bit. Let's let these guys finish up some of these. We're halfway there with the scooters. More than halfway there now. We're just cranking these scooters out now. These things are just, they're getting run through our system pretty well. Our Skyknife is caught up to itself. We're now probably going to be a little bit ahead on that. The barrel bots, we're probably going to have a little bit of delay with those. But we have more than enough time to make that up. So let's go ahead and deliver those we'll get that storage space. And that's one thing that sometimes is not realized too. It's like, you know, when you start having a bunch of things going on, storage space becomes so important. Okay, we are now up to tier 4 with Mozzarella. And we're very close to tier 5. So we'll be getting his, I think I call it major contract soon. I think with the finishing of this sky knife, we should be there because we only need 20,000 and 20 more points. And I believe this sky knife is 34,425. So we are good to go there, people. This we're probably going to end up doing as well, just to get these points. Because I think from now on, see, did she just fall? She did. She just fell. Jeez. I have the anti-slip boots. Okay. I don't know what else to do for that. I think they're going to slip anyway. Let me see if there's something else here. Nope, that's something. No, I don't think we have anything to stop them from slipping even further. But, I mean, they don't slip a lot, but I think it's a little more than I expected. So let's move time on a bit. We are getting a lot of these done fairly quickly, really. The sky knife is moving along. There's a lot of moving parts to that, though. It's a lot of moving parts to that. We may need some, I don't know. I used to think that sometimes we needed more haulers, but I see a lot of my haulers standing around. So I don't think a lot of this is their issue. Maybe it's just the design. I don't know. But yeah, this is going to be a problem too because, I mean, like I said, we're blocking this door and I don't want to block any doors. I want them to have like free ways to walk around here. And so far so good though. I'm not too concerned with it. You know, and we might end up getting another factory level. I think that's enough for our factory level as well. So let's see. I don't want to add anything yet. We don't have a lot of people standing around. We do have some, but it's not a whole lot. We're at about 166,000, which is great. I think I'm gonna probably try and let them finish all of these first, and let's see how many people we have. If we got a lot standing around, eventually we're gonna add another project. This thing needs fixing because I don't see where we should really have a whole lot of people standing around. But then again, just because I don't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. Doesn't mean that it won't happen. So we have another cycle. Let's see what else they've put. Let's see what else we have in this cycle. We've got some more of these. 11 days to do those. 9 days to do those. I'm just kind of looking at, I'm really looking at possibly doing some quicker stuff like 5 days or less. God, that's 12 days. That's 9. You know, I probably could mix and match some of this stuff. That's still saying that it's going to take us 4 days. Let's see. We have 3 days, 17 hours. So even though that the blueprint does not take into account that we have multiple machines, I kind of want to see what might be taking up the time. So we have 2 of these welding machines. These are extruders. I don't think I can get any better with this. Welding machine at 100%. That's these over here. Yeah, I don't think I can get any better with those. I don't think I can get any better with the sewing. Let's see what other machines we have available to us. that maybe we aren't using. Now this one is the, let's see, advanced abrasive saw. That's at 200%. This is the advanced plasma. What are we using for the plasma run right now? This one, the plasma cutter. We have 5 of those. We might replace those next time. I think they're over here. We're not using them. Let me see. No, we aren't using them. But then my people don't have time. Like when you sell them, you know, they send somebody to come pick them up. But I think my people actually have to get them ready to be picked up. And I don't think they really have a lot of time to do that right now. I have 5 of them. I could replace all 5 and get 3 of the other ones and still be okay. I think I'm going to do that. I think I am going to do that. Yes. 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 Yeah, let's do these. Let's get these out of here. And then we're going to replace them. Oh, they did that pretty quickly. And then let's replace them with, I said the plasma cutters, these things. Let's get 1, 2, 3. Let's just invest in our people. Let's invest, let's get better equipment. I am going to get, let's just replace the 5 with the 5. How about that? How about that? I mean, we have the money. We might as well spend some of it. We're spending $39,000. Okay, there we go. We spent $39,000 on that. So let's see. Where is that blueprint? I don't think this is any relation to that. No, let's look. Let's make sure. Let's go here. Yeah. So let's see. We've got the welding machine, the extruder, and then we got injection. We've got 2 injections. Welding machine, extruder. Let's see. I don't want to really look up here. Everything I want to look for is probably going to be down here, but I don't see anything that's better than that. Let's go over here. Nope. Doesn't look like there's anything really better than that yet. So I probably have to open up some of that other stuff. So that's fine. I'm going to, I mean, we're going to get to that point. We're going to finish up some more projects, get some more money in here. Oh God, I forgot. I added too many. 45. So let's see. We've got this thing in here. We've got this thing in here. We've got that in here. We don't have the water cooler and the fan. So let's put the water cooler here. And let's put the fan here. Now, for those who don't know, the reason why I'm checking to make sure that I don't have certain things in this room already is because once you put another one in there, I believe that it does half of what the original is. So if it was a 40 item and I added 2, I put 2 of them in there. The first one gives me 40 decoration, but the second one only gives me 20. So I'm trying to make sure that I maximize that before I start adding in, you know, the same things. So I want to use one of everything first, and then if I have to use any of the other, any of them a second time, then I wouldn't mind then, because I've exhausted all of my choices basically. So okay, let's see what's going on here. It looks like we should be getting close. Yes, we're start to actually produce them. So we're finalizing a lot of these. We're doing the sky knives, and we're going to end up doing some barrel bots because it looks like we're catching up with that. Someone's calling. What you got? What you got? These chairs. Yeah, I think we probably will after we finish some of these sky knives. Let's see what the plan on that looks like. 20 hours, which really doesn't mean too much. Let's see, bending wood and straight cut. Do we only have 2 table saws? Yeah, it looks like we've only got 2 that's like this. I think we're gonna toss these and get 2 more of these. I think that's a good idea. Let's see, do you have anything? No. So let's get rid of you guys. Let's do that. And then we're gonna get 2 more of these. I should order them at the same time, but I would rather, this just helps me know that, you know, I've done what I need to do. It's not going to be over here, is it? Let me just make sure. Nope, it's going to be over here. Table saw. That's 1. And that's going to be 2. Order that. And then this one, you are going to link these. And the beauty of it is whatever was already using these 2 things, those other 2 are going to be added automatically because I'm using the billboard. And that's just a good feature so that you don't have to keep going back through every blueprint. I still go back to make sure, just in case. Like when I do another blueprint, I still kind of look at it to see and make sure that it's updated. It usually does, but it's just my own peace of mind, you know, when I do it. So let's see, we've got some people standing around, not a lot. Mainly because we're coming to an end with the sky knife. I want to finish that first, because we're right there. There's no point of me postponing it any longer. We're there. We have arrived. And then whenever they come to pick up, I'm going to have people occupied taking these things out. Because it's not just your haulers that's doing it. It's also your employees who aren't doing anything at the time. So he is now level 5. Oh, great. Okay. What did I want to get first? Oh, somebody's calling. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you got... Ooh. This thing is going to be a ton of money. But it's going to be probably a ton of problems, too. So, we're going to wait on that one. We're going to try to do this thing. So, okay. Let's see. We got this whack-a-gnome back. Let's see where they are. Let's see where they pop up at. Whack-a-gnome, whack-a-gnome. I don't see any popping up yet. I wish they would, but there's some. Okay, let's put it out here first. Let's fast forward and get rid of these whack-a-gnomes, because sometimes they could be a little bit annoying. This one is way over here. See, that should have gotten him. I don't know why it didn't get him. Sometimes if you do it, it just catches him. What was that? This one this way? Okay, let's see. Any more? There's one guy there. There's another one. 3 out of 7. There's one that keeps popping up over here, but it's too far from me. Let's make sure no one else is over here. Let's fast forward a little bit. Nope. I don't see it. So let's move this dude over here. And then while we're doing this, then the robots will be getting done. Okay. Bam. Got him. Is that the same dude? Let's make sure there's no one else popping up out here. Nope. Okay, let's see where the other ones are popping up at. Unfortunately, you can't zoom out enough to see the entire thing. So you kind of have to watch and wait. Some could be in. I think we got the ones from outside. So let's go and move this like somewhere in the middle of something. And then let's just hope for the best. I still have 3 of them to get. And you notice one guy set it down and another one's going to set it up. I don't like that, but I think it was the guy's break. So let's see. I don't see any. Was that one over there? There's one there. There's 2. Okay. I think I put it in should put it up here. I think they're all outside. So let's just take that thing and let's just move it. There's one. That's number 5. We're just gonna watch a little bit. There's another guy. There's number 6. There's number 7. That won't reach. Move it over. There we go. So that's another 8 grand. It goes up every time you do it. So that's what I mean. I'm not going to complain about it, you know, because it goes up every time you do it. There's really nothing to complain about. You know, it's really a good, you know, a good way to get that extra cash sometimes, especially when you're first starting out and you don't have that influx of money. You don't have all of that money to work with. It really does make a difference. It makes a huge difference. Wait a minute. Am I only seeing them doing this on one? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, well, it probably doesn't matter. I mean, we are getting, so we're actually about to crank them out. Yeah, see, I didn't think they were too extensive with the different parts that we were doing, so that's good. That's good. So we've already cranked out 2 of them. It looks like we're going to be cranking out a couple more. Yeah, I mean, I like that. I like that we're, you know, a little more efficient now. You know, we could be better. We're not gonna ever be perfect. You know, we've got some people standing around. You know, I think what I'm gonna do is just clear our contracts here along with the market stuff, and then we're gonna add. Well, now, I mean, we can add as we please, but I like to kind of have a clean slate at a certain point. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So we've got some new stuff. See how wonderful that is. I mean, you still get good money with this, but you get the time. With this, you just don't get the time. I think we're gonna eventually crank out some more robots. We're probably still gonna crank out some of these because it's just really good reputation points with that. And then it's like you're getting the money, you're getting all that stuff. It just, you know, it's just a good balance of everything. It's a really good balance of everything. And that's all of those, and there's our money. So I mean, that helps us go up another, let's see, we're at 5 here. We were looking here to see, I don't care about the turbo overdrive. Yes, we wanted technicians. We did. So now we have technicians. Let's go into our workers. And let's turn some of these guys into technicians. You're a technician. And you are a technician. We're gonna add more, but I like them to be at least level 3 or above before I make them technicians. We have a few people that are close. They're getting there. We just hired these two. I remember those, but they'll get there. You know, I don't think they won't or whatever, but they will get there. We could use another plastic specialist, and Olivia can become a nothing. Yeah, we're kind of, I like to keep it, I don't know why, but I like to keep these even. And right now we're even. So we'll wait. Olivia will get her day in the sun. You know, I believe in promoting talent and, you know, giving people who work hard you know, a pat on the back and appreciation, you know. I mean, because you should, right? You should. You know, if you work hard and you're constantly doing what you're supposed to do, and, you know, at times you go above and beyond just to get the job done, you should, you know, get recognition of some sort. So, yes, Olivia will, you know, they will get it eventually. And then let's see, we've got a couple robots done. It's like, look at this, look how they move. That is so cool. I really like that what they've done with these, you know, robots and how they've made them look and everything. You know, it's like, look at that. They're moving around and stuff. It's really cool what they've done here. And we have 3 more robots to do. And looks like we've also done 10 sandbox kits. So we are cranking stuff out. We are finishing up a lot of things. We are almost done with our robots. And we probably will be almost done with our sandbox kits as well. This needs fixing. I should let our technicians handle. I want to see how good our technicians are with that. Because they should be doing routine maintenance. Yep, he's on it. I like it. I like it. So we have 4 more of these sandbox kits to do as well. So we are really cranking some stuff out. 3 more now. Okay, and we've gotten our money and we've gotten everything from there. Let's just see how we're doing with daily revenue. We have, I don't think we've updated yet. Completely. Yeah, we haven't updated yet, so you know, eventually we're going to, I mean, this is going to be a no-brainer type of thing. You know, it's, I don't, like I said, I really don't pay too much attention to it a lot, but I realize sometimes that I should, just to make sure that we're on track sometimes, but we're almost always on track. Okay, so that is the last of those. Let's see what's here that we can do. We are probably going to crank out a couple more robots. I just think that it just makes sense for us to do that. We're going to do that one this time. This. Yeah, I just think it makes sense for us to do that because they're quick. They're not as fast. Oh yeah. They're not, well, they're really quick. They're not as slow as the time that you get to do them says. And because of that, it makes it a lot better. We're going to make a blacked out one. Or yeah, we're going to do the dark colors. I like those. Makes it look kind of cool and sneaky. You know, it's a drone, so it should be kind of incognito, I think. Shouldn't be all bright and stuff to where you see the thing coming a mile away. You know, most times you're using them to be a little sneaky. So I feel like you shouldn't see them, you know, as easily. Especially if like you're using them for, you know, good and not evil, which I can't really say whether or not you do or don't. So let's see here. We've got this one. I rarely use that, I think, too. Yeah, I don't use it as much. I think we have a billboard too that we haven't. We took everything off the billboard, so it no longer has anything to really control, to allocate. So I probably will move it and then put it in this other room over here. And then whenever I do get something, I'll make sure that I use the billboard. So let's go over here and see which billboard it is. This one. Yeah, found it pretty quickly there. So let's move it. Luckily the billboards don't use up any kind of comfort. They don't have any comfort levels of any sort, which makes it a lot, you know, a lot easier when you're putting them in there. 3 days and such. I might do this one to get all of those reputation points, because I really want to like load up on the reputation points now. He's at 5. The only one that's not at 5 is Inco Inc. And we are going to have to crank out a lot of robots to get him to level 5. Now, if we're only doing robots, it gets a little boring. But we probably could make our robot production a lot better eventually, so that we can crank out a ton of them at a time. But do we really want to do that? Do we really want to specify or make something so specific to him? I don't think that that's what we really want to do. So let's see, we're at 174K. We're well ahead of our drone production. Let's get the little barrel bot back in here. Let's do this guy. We are trying to do them as fast as possible. We just did the saw hand. We're going to do that one. But we also want to, at a certain point, I like a little variety on them. We could make this. If we make it, yeah, give him some antennas. I do like a little variety on some of these, but mostly I want to do it as quickly as possible. I don't want it to take a ton of time, because the quicker it takes, and we're going to black him out, we're going to make him dark. The quicker it takes, the quicker you can get to something else. You know, if it takes the actual 8 days or whatever it says, you know, then you're kind of stuck, you know, trying to get this done for 8 days. You kind of have to make sure that you don't schedule too many other things to do, because this thing is going to take 8 days of processing, you know, 8 days of cutting, 8 days of everything. So I try to make sure that it takes less time. Like according to this thing, it's going to take less than 2 days of the time that we have to do it. So I think we've got 8 to 10 days for this one, but it's only going to take us, you know, like 2, maybe 3 days to do it. So I prefer that than taking the whole time to do it. You know, too bad we don't get a bonus for finishing it early, which probably should be something to add into the game at a later date. But I hate to say it, but it does not look like they're going to be doing too much more with this game, which is sad, because I mean, there's some things that you really could do. There's some things that you really could add in here. I mean, even just decorations, there's a lot of stuff to add in. you know, that you actually could add in. Oh, they're giving us 12 days. So yeah, we have more than enough time to do that. So, okay, let's see then. We've got drones going. We've got those going. Let's see if we can't do this quick. We've got straight cut. Yeah, they're going to the right spot. Those are going. Everything's, yeah, we probably could crank this out too. Let's do it. And then, like I said, I'm going to do whichever ones are going to make money, because they basically tell you, yes, you're going to make money off of this. And the way I see it is that as long as I'm making money on each project, I'm okay. Now, the thing that it does not that you kind of miss when you're looking at it is, yes, I'm going to make profit, but the problem is that I am going to pay my people as I'm working on these things, which means I'm going to be losing, my money's going to go down as the day, as the days go by, because I'm producing, products. So my people, yes, are costing me on a daily basis. I'm paying them what they earn. I bought material, but I'm not going to recoup that until after I deliver the product. So sometimes if you've got, say, $2,000 on you and the materials cost you, say, $500, you've only got $1,500 of salaries that you can actually, pay before you start, getting into the bankrupt. And I think if you go over 5,000, I think your game is over. So there's always a risk of that in the beginning when you first start playing, because you want to do all these projects and stuff. It tells you you're going to make a profit, but the problem is you don't realize you still need to have the cash to pay the people. Yes, you're going to get the revenue. Yes, you pay for the materials up front, but what you need to calculate is your beginning materials and your labor, your salaries. That's the money that you need right then before you start that project to make sure you have enough. There were times where I forgot that, and I've been playing the game for a while, and I know that, but sometimes you just forget it, because maybe you're anxious to do something, or maybe you want to get into something else. You just forget that that's what needs to be done first. You need to make that calculation first before you actually execute the project. So, I think I went bankrupt once, or maybe even twice, when I was playing this, because I forgot. It just completely slipped my mind. I really didn't care at that point. And I hate to say it that way, but I just didn't care. I was just going to do what I wanted to do. And unfortunately, yes, that led to me being in-game bankrupt. So I had to start from a previous save. And luckily for me, that previous save was well before I made the mistake of taking on too much work. Because it's easy to do. It's easy to take on too much stuff. And, we do it in real life too sometimes, and we get overwhelmed and we can't finish, or we feel like we can't finish. But what we did was we just, pushed through it. We just kept pushing through it. And I think that's very important for anything. You just have to keep pushing through. And, with that, we're going to keep pushing through with, Little Big Workshop. And we're going to keep on, producing as many robots and stuff as we can. But we're also going to keep producing some of these other contracts as well. Because, it just makes sense to do it. It's good money and it's good reputation. Now, once we've gotten everybody up to, say, the tier 5, it probably wouldn't matter if we did a lot of stuff from the market or not. What I'm also going to be doing is looking at things from the market that can be quick, that will also help us with our, reputation points, and, just extra money, just little things we can do fairly quickly, give us extra money, help us out with, the cash flow. We don't have a cash flow issue right now, but who knows? We might later on. Now, something like this, we probably could knock out, and we probably could make quite a few of them you know, and get them out of here. The price is going up. The demand is kind of going to taper off a little bit, but the price is constantly going up. So we could actually do these, wait till the price is at the very top, and then get rid of them. Question is, do we have enough storage space? Right now, we probably do. You know, right now we probably do. Same is going to happen with these. You know, so it's just a matter of probably finding some products that we can do that with. And, you know, just having some stuff on stock, waiting to that peak moment where we can really get in there and make the max, you know, make more profit than we've calculated. You know, something like this. If the price is going up, you know, we'll be good with that. But let's see, we've got like these tables. There's 15 of these tables that they want us to do. So these tables are well over 1,000 a piece. Let's see, just a quick calculation. Maybe 1,700 or a little bit more than 1,700 or something like that. So the tables, obviously, you know, are pretty lucrative. You know, but if we go in here, is this the same table? Basically, yeah. But we don't get anywhere near that price for this table. So we would do this one first before we do the other one. You know, well, it's reputation, 1,700 or so per table. But the reward is, yes, it's not a lot. So this reward, you know, 78.37, you know, we're doing 15 units for that. So that comes out to what, like 5 something? Yeah, like 530 something per table. Okay, so if we go over here, it's 505. It's still more if we do this than if we do the other stuff. So yeah, reputation wise, we're getting like 1,700 or more reputation points per table, but we're only getting about 500 and something per, you know, as far as money, you know, per table. So I mean, it's comparable, but most times it's best to do these, you know, because it just is. You know, I don't even know how much in reputation I don't know if that reputation, if those reputation points are what you get regardless of whether you do it through the market or if you get more reputation points if you do it through the contracts, the challenges. So, you know, that's something. But, you know, that's something maybe for another time, because now we're going to, you know, leave it at this. We're going to go ahead and we see the drones are going to finish soon. We're going to go ahead and just keep adding contracts. We're going to try not to do so many of the bots and stuff at a time, like of Inco Inc. stuff. We're going to try to spread it around. Next episode, we're going to take a look at this and we're going to see if we can't finish this one. Okay, we're also going to look at this again because towards the time where we're going to beat Nemesis, we're going to need to have, you know, that money. We're going to need to have that money come in almost at the same time to just ensure that we're going to beat him. If that money comes in at the same time, then we know we've beat him. If one of them comes in around that time, then we definitely know that we've beat him. I mean, it doesn't matter which one comes in. We just have to, I just want it around that time. And I mean, that's going to help us out. We're going to deliver those. I mean, we have a lot of things to pick from right here, which is what I love. But yeah, we're going to look and see if we can't possibly do this a little more efficiently. If we do this one, we may not do this one. You know, we may save it for when we're trying to beat Nemesis. We may just go ahead and try to knock this out and just finish this and just get all of these milestones completely done and just beat Nemesis. You know, and just stop playing around with him. You know, just knock him out and get him knocked off his high horse, you know, and just move on. So if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, leave me a dislike if you didn't like it, and always tell me what you didn't like. Until next time, this is just trying to play it, and hope to see you on the next video, and please stay safe, everyone.